represent data, such as tree list and grid controls, you might need to highlight specific records depending on a special condition. In this video, you'll learn how to paint individual data cells in entire nodes depending on the data displayed in the ASPxTreeList. So let's get started. I'll start with an ASP.NET application that has an ASPxTreeList control bound to an Access data source. The Access data source is bound to the Departments table of the Departments.mdb database. For the purposes of this demo, I want to custom paint all the departments that are located in Monterey, as well as all the budgets based on their value. I select the tree list control and create a handler for its HTML row prepared event. This event is raised for each row, such as a node, preview row, footer, and group footer row. You can handle this event to change the style settings of individual rows. First, I'll import the system.drawing namespace. Next, inside the event handler, I use an if statement to get the value of the location column and check to see whether it equals Monterey. If so, I'll use the event's row.backcolor property to specify a custom color for the row's background. For this video, I'll specify a light green color. I run the application to see the result. I expand all the nodes, and you can see that rows with department locations in Monterey have been painted with a light green background color. However, if you recall, I mentioned that I also want to apply custom painting to the budget columns depending on their values. I close Internet Explorer and return to Visual Studio. I switch to Design View. I select the tree list control and create a handler for its HTML data cell prepared event. This event is raised for each data cell within the ASPxTreeList when the corresponding table cell has been created. The difference between this event and the HTML row prepared event I used earlier is that I can now specify specific cells to be custom painted instead of the whole data row. First, I check to see if the data cell raising this event is located under the budget column. If so, I create a new integer variable and initialize it to the cell's value. I then set the background color of the cell using its cell.backcolor property to a color that will be retrieved based on an evaluation done by another function within this application. Finally, if the budget value is more than 1 million, the number is displayed in bold characters. You'll notice that the getBudgetColor function is underlined. This is because that function does not exist yet. I hover over its name and use a CodeRush feature to create a new function. I'll place it below the event handlers. If the value of the budget is more than 1 million, then the color orange-red is returned so that the background of the cell can be painted using this color. If the value is anything else, then it's painted using a standard shade of orange. And I'm done. I run the application again. I expand all the nodes. This time, you can see that all budget values higher than 1 million are shown using bold characters, and the cells are painted using an orange-red color. For more information, please refer to the ASPxTreeList documentation. Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing DevExpress.